Step number one, welcome back to your reading. And if you're new here, I'm glad you're here. As usual, make sure you only take what resonates and leave the rest for the next person. So I just settled in my new location. This is where we're going to have our conversations now. So if you're interested, make sure you check the box down below. There are some private readings available right now. And yeah, so I got already some cards out. The spread is already out, and I've been told that this is the reading for today. So, okay, Spirit says, and we obey. So here we go. The situation that we are having right now is the Four of Pentacles, which shows that we could be still holding to something from the past, some situation that could be hindering us, hindering our progress. So I'm hearing that this collective already released a lot, and I can see that when we see the past situation. So we have the moon, and the moon card for me always represents shadow work. So this collective have been doing lots of shadow work, have been integrating aspects of themselves, and have been releasing lots of mental constraints, old programming, things that were not allowing them to progress. But still, that could be something that we are holding on. And just next to this card, we have the Nine of Wands, which for me is representing the challenge right now. So maybe we are still holding on to this need to protect ourselves from everything and everyone. So we could be holding too tight to some, could be financial aspects, could be to protect our heart. As you see, this guy is holding this pentacle right next to their heart. So we could be closing ourselves up. So it's a call for us to make sure that we think about what is it that we are holding so tight that is blocking love, blocking abundance, wealth, or whatever it is that you're working towards manifesting to get into your heart. And we see this with these wands. I usually really like this card when we talk about progressing and protecting our boundaries, because we see we have 9 wands, and each one of them represents a trophy. You have been building something, your castle is behind this wall, and you're protecting your fortress. But when it falls in a challenge position, we have the reverse meaning for it. So it means that we might have been overprotective at this time. And then we move to our inner aspect, what is emerging within from our subconscious, and we see the Five of Wands, which makes completely sense because we have been through the spirit of shadow work. So we have been integrating aspect of us. We have been connecting to other versions of us from other timelines, and we have been also integrating our inner council. So you have been integrating the parts of you, the magic within you. And those aspects now, they are arguing between themselves. So you could be feeling some sort of confusion, inner conflict, not knowing exactly what to do. Sometimes you might have feel even blocked because part of you wants to really do one thing and the other wants to do another. And we see this very clear in this reading, and we're going to get that very soon. So basically, this card is showing that from the subconscious mind, something is emerging, that it's causing this conflict. But this conflict is a positive conflict, it's beneficial, because these inner parts of us, they are arguing to find their own place. So the Five of Wands shows someone that's arguing, standing their ground, to show what they're here for. And this is what the parts within you are doing right now. They are integrating and they're finding communion. But before that, there's some sort of friction that needs to happen in order for them to find their own base together and work as a team, which is beautiful. And then we also have in the near future this desire for moving forward. And when you move forward, this is what is coming in the near future. So this is the balance that's happening. So we have the inner conflict having in the subconscious mind within. And as this emerges, we have the balance. So we have here our light and our darkness being rebalanced with those aspects. We have the feminine and the masculine. And then once those aspects are balanced, we can ride this chariot. So before that, we need to accept this inner conflict. We need to acknowledge it and need to understand it. And this is what we're doing right now, to be able to step forward with this chariot and move along and progress. And when we check the environment, what is around us and what could be influencing us right now, we have the Magician. So this could be, and it's on reverse. So this could be both external world or external world, which is a reflection of the internal world anyway. And if you're watching this reading, you you most likely already got to this understanding. So internally or externally, there could be some sort of self-doubt and manipulation. The self-doubt, it's most likely internally in this case. The self-doubt is someone that, even though they have been collecting the tools, they have all the tools, they know they got it, but they might not be trusting that their tools work. So this is a call for this magician over there that is still having some sort of self-sabotage and self-doubt to understand that you are capable. This is why you are the magician. This is no joke. So you have been harnessing your thoughts, your willpower, and your emotions, and now you can work with them to manifest your pentacle, which is also on top of the table, which shows that in reality you already have everything that you want. You just need to step into this timeline. So this is a message that I'm getting through is coming through right now from the multidimensional version of us, saying that we are already there. Do you want to come along? Just become the vibration match for it. Live the experience that you want to live, the vibration that you want to experience. This is what I'm hearing, which is awesome. Yeah, and then if we talk about externally, this card could represent someone that's manipulative, that could be holding us back. This could be related to friends, relationship, or whatever it is. You should know better than me which sort of manipulation that's happening around you, and it could be holding you back from fully step into your chariot. Okay. And then we have another aspect of us. We have the first that's holding tight, but we have another one that is really keen to move forward, to leave behind all this suffering, all this process of having to protect themselves. They're sick and tired of it. They just can't be arsed anymore. That's what I'm here. To have to protect themselves against everyone. Because you have been creating this discernment already. You should be able, you are able to determine what is it that you need to protect your energy against, and what is it that you don't need to, because we are also want to be able to allow things to come to us. And while we're in this energy of the Four of Pentacles, we can't do that. We keep restricting ourselves, holding ourselves back. So this energy of the Six of Swords, once you move forward, this is an aspect of you that wants to go and find the sun, find the clarity that's over there. And you no longer want to be swimming this turbulence. You want to go and find peace. And this is what this aspect is trying to take us towards. Yeah. And then we move to the highest version of us, the future version of us. What is the advice that we can receive today from this future version? And then I get the Four of Cups. So you are receiving communication. I'm seeing this as someone coming out and talking to you. But we need to be open. You see this guy there stuck in apathy with his arms closed, just like the Four of Pentacles that we see here. For some reason, some part of us is still closed up and stuck in the past. Oh, this is not going to last long. I don't feel it will. This is why this inner conflict is happening right now, to help us to liberate ourselves. So once we stop looking back in the past and we acknowledge that we have been offered something beautiful right now, we already have the opportunity right now. We are already in the timeline that we are supposed to be in order to achieve everything that we want to achieve. Once we start to agreeing and believing that, this is when we're going to get this next extra cup. And this is the message that is coming from our future self. And then we go to the conscious energy right now. What is it that we're consciously thinking? And this is beautiful because it reminds me of the last reading. If you haven't watched, this might be interesting for you because this feels like a continuation from that one. So now we have the Queen of Pentacles upwards. In the last reading it was reverse, if you might remember, if you're following this channel, you remember. So the Queen of Cups now upwards shows that you've been grounding yourself. You have been consciously thinking, okay, how can I keep myself grounded? Because I understand that I'm ascending, I understand that I'm reaching higher levels of awareness, but I need roots, very stable roots, going down deep into the earth in order for me to be able to sustain this energy, to sustain this power that within me that I'm uncovering right now, this telepathic abilities, this psychic development, because we know that we are psychic empaths over here. So we know that we need to be very, very grounded. So someone could be already making some moves, make some sort of change in their reality in order to accommodate this need for being grounded. And this is beautiful because this is a confirmation for you that have been taking this extra step to simply do something simple as walk in nature with bare feet, or if you're next to the water, by staring to the water, or staring to a tree, or touching the tree, or even going to the sea if you're next to it. And this is absolutely awesome. And then we go to the future outcome. If everything continue going as it is, because this person really make the change from the last reading for now to start grounding themselves. So where we gonna get? We get to victory. So we get to someone that is recovering their sovereignty, and this is what is calling me my attention right now. This crown over here, and the Lord as well, which shows this victory, which shows clarity, and also I'm being called by the Yuds over here, which is the small letter in Hebrew, which is one of the names of God, part of the name of God. And this shows this breakthrough that's happening right now. And it's about to happen for some people, where they are releasing themselves from the shadows, from this period where they couldn't see what was happening, from the periods of deep shadow work. I'm not saying that you won't have to do shadow work anymore, but what this card is saying is you're coming out from a big dark night of the soul, 11:11 when I was saying that. And yeah, this is beautiful. So there is some breakthrough happening for this collective, and there's no, it's cutting through this confusion. So we have this cloud showing me that there was a period of darkness, a period of not evil darkness, because we all know here very well that we have both light and dark, and this is how beautiful we are. But the point is, you're coming through this period of uncertainty, and you start to understand things more clearly. Yeah, it could also represent some sort of communication for someone. If you're planning to work with communication, you are getting to this point where you'll be able to express yourself more clearly. And this is happening after some sort of surrender. So someone could be feeling like they're in a period of surrender where they need to leave things behind. I'm hearing sacrifice, some sort of sacrifice that we as a soul decided to do while we are here. Could be leaving some old behaviors that are not serving us anymore, friendships, relationships, something that does not serve you, something that's blocking the way for the beautiful things that you are working towards to come in, because you need to release this space. You need to make space for things to come to you. And this takes us back to the main situation, which is holding back. So someone is really being called to surrender, from seeing things from a different perspective, understanding that the situation that you are right now and all this sort of darkness. So someone could be still in this stage right now, which is absolutely fine. You see what you're gonna go through and what you can achieve if you continue integrating the aspects of you. But anyway, this card shows that we could still be facing some sort of surrender. We need to trust and understand that we are feeling stuck for a reason. There is some aspect, there is some lesson. This is what I'm hearing. There is some lesson to be learned. There is something that needs to be left behind. And in the bottom of the deck, I see the King of Wands. This is a beautiful energy. This shows all the advancements, all the evolution that's happening with this for this collective right now. So we are coming from a place of being stuck, of holding tight, to become this King of Wands, which is someone that knows how to channel their willpower. This person knows how to create, how to be a business person. So you have been through lots of transformation received by the salamanders. This is the cycle that goes up and down. You have been burned many times, but you understand that all this fire was purging you, was clearing out everything that you did not need to continue with you. This card is called my attention by Yeshua, Odin, and Jesus. So someone here being guided and by those deities, and yeah, for some reason it's coming through. But anyway, and this shows all your willpower, this red, and the ability that you have to channel this creativity. And then we got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is someone that the energy that's happening right now. I understand this is the energy that many of you already are, which is having self-trust, understand that you can create for yourself, and you are supported by the divine. You see how much fertility there is in this card. She has been creating those Nine of Pentacles, and she's connected to nature, just like the Queen of Pentacles is, which is a really beautiful energy. So let's see if there is any other message that want to come through for this collective. It's time to hit the reset button, clear out all the old, so that room is available for the new to enter. This is what we're talking about. Trust that better things are coming fast. But in order for the better things to come fast, we need to release the old, right? Sorry, I'm getting too excited. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Yes, this is the Phoenix rising. Welcome this beautiful brand new energy. You've got this. I know you have been through many death and rebirths, but this is major, this is huge, and it's going to continue being while we are here. This is the whole point of being incarnated in this planet, is to continue evolving and surpassing ourselves over and over until we arrive to where we want to arrive. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. So there is a period of balance coming, and you could be guided by Sirius. You understand by now that you're multidimensional being. Most of you, if you resonate with that, of course. And this is the message that this version of you, or this family aspect of you, intergalactic family, is saying that you get into this balance right now, and this is what we see in the future position here. So it's very, very beautiful how they just confirm it beautifully what we are talking about. Anything else, Spirit? Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. So you get into this, change this perspective about the difficulties. Many of you already did, but understand that there are people in different stages. So yeah, some people here are understanding to this aspect of reality, where we are here to learn a lesson, and you're smashing it, absolutely. Earth, learn how to be human in the world, but not of it. Yeah, this is someone that's waking up to their star origins, their intergalactic origins. Karmic relationships. So we were talking about before, this manipulation, and this card is falling right next to it. So someone could be feeling like they are transiting, and there could be some sort of manipulation related to relationships that might be holding them back from fully stepping to this new. Okay, I'm seeing this as a dimension. So you're here and you step into this next dimension, but there could be something holding you back here in this dimension right now. Yeah, confirmation birth. and then we have the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, soften to love. We've been called to soften to love. So this guy, he is protecting his heart or her heart. So they have been hurt many times in the past. There were many relationships that really didn't do well to them. But as you understand now, changing perspective, you're getting to the point where you understand that this was a lesson. This made you even more bright. And this is the beautiful thing about it. Even though you have been hurt so many times, people didn't treat you well, there was many relationship that fails. I'm seeing the Five of Cups. You still became more and more beautiful today. Not just externally, but internally as well. And you're softening to love. This is the call for softening to love again. And this is not necessarily to a relationship. It doesn't need to be if you don't want to. Softening to loving yourself, loving life again. Because this is when we can unlock this heart that's being held so tight and protected by this pentacle. Yeah, I love it. The void. Embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So this is for the people that are still in the shadow period, the moon period, and we understand that we're gonna keep going in and out of this aspect, this phase, and every time we go, we will learn something. We integrate an aspect of us. And then we have cracked open. Which is the best way to end this message. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So you have literally cracked open. Your heart has been cracked open many times so you could show your true self. And yeah, I feel like we can end this message right here. If you're interested, make sure you check the box down below for private readings. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and comments. and I look forward to see you very soon. Bye bye.